What's up, everybody? I am Martell's Atlanta mistress. Not I just spat. Let's try this over again. Let's try it over. All right. What's up, everybody? I am Martell's Atlanta mistress, better known as Gravy. Not coleslaw, but gravy, because I go well with everything, okay? Coleslaw is just a cute little side dish. Actually, many people don't even really like coleslaw like that. But gravy, I go on chicken, I go on mashed potatoes, I go anywhere and everywhere you really need me to be, for real. I help complete the meal. Sometimes your meal just really ain't complete without the gravy, okay? Yes, you still got your chicken, you still got the main course, but it ain't complete unless I'm there, okay? Better known as Goonicorn, and welcome back to the show. Now, everybody, come on in. Make sure you put your coat away, you take your shoes off, relax your feet, and boogie on down to the escape. Just kick it. Okay. This is not Escape's show. We are here to talk about season 15, the premiere episode of season 15 of Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I know y'all missed me. But I'm back and I'm better than ever. Ish. Okay, I just feel like that's what people are supposed to say when they start something new. I'm better than ever. You're never gonna see anything like this. Girl, I'm refreshed, revamped, renewed. The girls you can't take. Okay, we got a new set. We don't. We got new things going on. We ain't got none of that, girl. It's just me and I'm bike. Okay? Okay, y'all, season 15, it is finally here. When I tell y'all, I'm so excited that the Peaches are back. Like, when I tell you Potomac drained me, baby, Potomac had drained me. I was tired. Ooh, I was tired. Now, I do love when we get to have like real conversations in the midst of our reality TV trash, but sometimes Potomac be real heavy. Potomac be, girl, is an elephant heavy? Yes, bitch, Potomac be heavy as hell. Oh my God. So I'm happy that we are back to fussing and fighting with our Atlanta girls. Yes. Some of these girls could stay at home this season, but you know, we ain't here to just talk about Marlo. So I want to know, before we even get started, I want to know what y'all thought about the premiere episode. Me personally, we'll get to like what I thought of the episode in totality towards the end. But I want to know what y'all think. Y'all let me know what you think. If you thought it was good, you can rate it on a scale of 1 to 10. You thought it was a 5, give him a 5, child. You thought it was a 10, give him a 10. You thought it was a 1, give him a 1. And tell me what's going on down below. But before we get into the recap, make sure you go ahead, like, share, subscribe. Do all the things that you know you're supposed to do when you come to somebody's YouTube house. Because we don't play that. You come up in here, you follow the rules, okay? You like it, you share, you subscribe. Now that we've gotten the housekeeping taken care of, let's go ahead and jump right into the episode. So we start off at Sheree's house with Martell. Actually, let's not even talk about Martell and his lughead ass yet, because we got to talk about the elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room is wearing gray tights. And that motherfucker's name is Sheree's ass. Bitch. Sheree's ass is so fucking fat, she can cure world hunger. You slice her ass in half, she could house all of Skid Row. You get stranded out in the sea, you could just eat you could eat Sheree's ass for lunch, dinner, and a midnight snack, bitch. You will be fed for the rest of your days. 40 days and 40 nights, the Lord had rained down on the earth, and guess what? Them girls was eating Sheree's ass for dinner because she could feed the earth with that motherfucking big old brown round. That girl's ass is so fucking fat. Sheree, tens, daughter, tens. You need now. If anybody should have released a workout video, it should have been Sheree. Like, we don't want no more fashions from you, girl. We don't want no more Shein by Sheree. We don't want it, girl. We don't want that shit. Give us the workout video because all of us would like to bounce a house off our ass. It's just buoyant. Like you could literally bounce a goddamn F-150 off that motherfucker. Sheree's ass is so fat. That motherfucker is huge. Enough about Sheree's ass. Okay. My hookah's burnt. She's done. She's done. You're done. And y'all, if you ain't got you no drink, make sure you go get you a drink. Nah. And y'all let me know what you drinking down below. If you drinking and watching this, let me know what you drinking down below. If you are in the car on your way to work and you are listening to me, first of all, bravo, because I cannot imagine listening to my voice going to work. But if y'all like it, I love it. Because a few of y'all have told me that y'all listen to this on the way to work, and I was just like, girl, why? Girl, what is you doing? But anyway, okay, so we're here to talk about Sheree and Martell. So, okay, first things first, let's just talk about the scene. I think that this is the happiest that I've ever seen Sheree around any man. She is giddy, she is girly, she is blushing, she is happy, she is excited to be around the specimen that is Martell. Martell is fucking fine. I have said this before on previous videos that Martell is just fine. That is one good looking man. Ooh. So Sheree is happy. So if Sheree like it, I love it. Now, I know that there is a lot of speculation about, is it real? Is it for TV? Is it this? Is it that? What are these girls doing, right? Call me an idiot. Call me dumb. Call me naive. But I think it's legit. I think that the relationship is as legit as any two reality stars who are thirsty and desperate for relevancy as it could be. Like, I think it is as real as that could be. But, though there's a but now, there's a but. We have to ask ourselves, like, why would they be together? Why? What is the benefit for a Sheree and a Martell to be together? Other than, they just like each other. For Sheree, aesthetically, this is a come up. Her ex-husband was Baloo from the Jungle Book. And then her ex-boyfriend was Tyrone, who was locked up guarding his booty for the last motherfucking 8 years or so. Like, this is a come up. Tyrone had a goddamn pimp walk from the goddamn 90s, walking up in there looking all kind of crazy and shit. So for Sheree, aesthetically, this is a come up. And on paper, Martell is a fucking catch. Like, y'all can say what y'all want to say about Martell. I mean, there's a lot you can say about Martell, okay? Martell is a great father. He is successful. He's driven. And he's like the epitome of a Southern gentleman. Like, I'm sure that when Sheree is with him, she never has to open a car door. She never has to pull out her chair. She never has to ask for much. Because if you do not watch Love and Marriage, Huntsville, I'm filling you in. You ain't gonna need to go watch it, girl. I'm filling you in. Martell is a Southern gentleman. And I think that is the kind of energy that any woman, especially Southern, would just melt over. And then on top of that, the man is just, he is fine. He is fine as hell. He's probably over 6 feet tall. He got muscles bulging out the wazoo. He's nice and bald. He's creamy, even skinned. He's just good fucking looking. So all in all, like on paper, this is a dream for Sheree. Because look at where the fuck she done came from. Girl, like, if you've been watching Atlanta Housewives since the beginning, you know where she came from. This is as good as she was ever gonna get. And for Martell, now this is where the shade come in a little bit. For Martell, Sheree is an iconic reality star. She is a Bravo darling. Like, there is a difference between being on Love and Hip Hop, Love and Marriage, Huntsville, and Jersey Shore and all the rest of this shit. Like, she is a housewife, and not just a housewife. She is an OG. She is an iconic OG housewife of one of the most iconic cities of the franchise. Like, she is the epitome of what you could get from a housewives show. Like, the next up would probably be Kenya on the same playing field would be Kenya, because Kenya is equally as iconic. Kenya's relevancy like extends far beyond housewives. So to me, it would be like a step up to be with Kenya, but you didn't hear that from me. But she is like, if you wanted to piss your ex-wife off, which is what I believe that this is all rooted in, he just want to piss off Melody, this is as good as it gets. Because even though, like, you could say like Nene would be like the most iconic housewife, but what I'm talking about is like somebody who would also challenge Melody's beauty, Melody's icon status, like in regards to reality TV. Like, Sheree is it. He got a good one. He ate that. And with all of that, like, Sheree just comes along with this reach and this access that Martell has never even sniffed before, dealing with Melody and coleslaw. So, this is way more of a come up for Martell than it is for Sheree. Honestly, when you look at who Martell now on paper, on his resume, those things are good. But when you start to go digging through them files and see that Martell is a gaslighting, manipulative ass, controlling fuck nigga with a propensity to cheat, then you also realize that, yeah, she's been served the limit. She didn't get a Ferrari in return. She may be a Ferrari, but she didn't get a Ferrari next to her. She got a little Prius or something. They good on gas though, girl, so have fun. But anyway, so these niggas, these niggas. I'm trying to clean up my image, child. Let me stop saying the N-word so much. So when you look at all of the good things about them too, they honestly should work. It honestly should work, but it is not going to, because Martell is not changed. He's never going to change, and that's just going to be that. Martell put on a good front, but if you watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, Martell is very much still in love with Melody. He is not ready to let Melody go. And he does not claim Sheree in the slightest on that show. He dodges every question that comes up about her because he does not want to make it seem like he likes her too much on his own show, because he still wants his ex-wife back. Sheree, you a guy to end. Sheree, girl, you carrying on Twitter and shit, going back and forth with people about this man. Like, you would rather catch me dead than for me to be defending Martell. Girl, however, I hope everybody is having fun, girl. Clink, clink, and go and have fun and release that OnlyFans whenever you get ready, girl. Because when I tell you, my money is on it. Bitch, you already got a smooth bill from me. I promise you, I'm paying for it. Top dollar, okay? Did y'all see the way that dog was following them to the room? Yeah, because he want to be a fly on the wall as well. I know that's right, pooch, bitch. Okay, so now we go to Kandi's house, and the Kandi Coded Clique is all there. Carmen is there. Look at Carmen. Carmen look good. It's nice to finally see Carmen. Carmen look like she calm. Carmen looked like she finally stopped wearing Kandi's hair. She got a full wig of bundles, bitch. I know that's right. She ain't got no more leftover scraps. She said, bitch, my bills is paid now. I ain't being paid pennies on the dollar working at Kandi Coded Clique. Bitch, I'm out there making top dollar wherever the fuck I'm working. I don't know what Carmen do for real, but, kudos to her for finding employment outside of the Kandi Coded Clique, which I would love to be a part. Kandi, girl, if you have any openings, let me know. But anyway, so they get into talking about Sheree's failed business. Wasn't nobody buying them joggers. For $274, girl, you can hang it up flat screen, girl. Don't nobody want that. Charge us $274 for that OnlyFans, because that's the only thing we're buying, girl. We don't want that. Okay? We do not want your little tired ass, Shein ass fashions, girl. Hang it up flat screen. So Kandi meets with Kenya and Monyetta, And I don't know if y'all caught this, but did y'all catch them like panning over to the spread that Kandi laid out for the girls? This bitch. Yo, Kandi is one of the most frugal, rich people that I've ever seen on TV, like ever. This girl didn't even set up a charcuterie board for them. She gave them grapes and Doritos and said, bitch, eat lunch. Girl, eat. Eat to your heart's desires, or until this little spread is gone, and then from there, girl, take your ass home and go feed your kids and go do what you gotta do. Go get McDonald's, girl, but you ain't getting full up in here, girl. We here to chat, gossip, spill the tea, and eat grapes and Doritos. Have fun. Kandi. I love Kandi. She is a kid. Kenya talks about she blushes and gushes over her new man, which I don't give a damn if the man was pink, purple, or beige, bitch. I'm happy that Kenya has a man in her life and he is treating her well. That's really all I want for Kenya, is to find a man who likes her, Like, fuck the love, bitch. I want a man who likes and respects Kenya, and that is not what she had in that marriage with Mark. Mark was an old nasty nose ring wearing sissy. So now they get into the real tea, and they discuss Sheree. They discuss Martell dating another woman in Atlanta. I'm the other woman. Okay. So they discuss that or whatever, that he's dating another woman, and then Kenya throws in, well, like, girl, you know he done slid in my DMs, child. And unfortunately for her, she didn't read the message or respond to it, so he deleted the message probably around the time that he started dating Sheree, and now it's just all a big question of, oh, what did he say to Kenya? But if y'all haven't done this already, I listened to Carlos King's podcast that he did with some lady named Jasmine or Janine or something like that. Very cute girl, and I really like her opinions. I don't know what her Instagram or whatever is, but I would love to like follow her, because I think she has a she do not mince words at all. I like that girl. But anyway, he revealed that Kenya and Carlos and Kenya were on a podcast, and Kenya was giving Martell a lot of praises about, you know, him being a good father, him being a good man, him trying to change, yada, yada, yada. And then so Martell DM'd her and said, thank you. And that is like the crux of what happened. Now, we could take that. Now, let's just say that is true, right? That thank you was going to go somewhere. Like, you cannot tell me for 1 second that Martell did not DM Kenya with the hopes of her responding and them kicking off a conversation from there. I think he thought that she was trying to like send a signal, trying to send a smoke signal, like, oh, I think Martell is a good man. And I think that deep down, Martell really just wants somebody to think that he's a good person after all of the fuck shit that he's done. So that somebody like Kenya, who is an iconic housewife, which this man wants to, you know, be a iconic reality star, which he is in his own right. But Kenya is like at the tippy top of iconic reality stars. One of the most beautiful woman on Bravo. Martell would have been dumb to not have shot his shot after, you know, she responded to the DM, if she would have. But she didn't, so, you know, that did it, that there. Obviously, he could have tried again, but why would he? You know, he moved on and did what he did, period. So, yeah. That's what I think about. Now, we got this scene where Kandi starts talking about her, or Kenya mentions how when she was on the phone with Kandi, that Kandi and Ty were having a dispute in the background. And then Kandi opens the floor and starts revealing like the problems that they had or whatever. And she says that Todd somehow or another tried to manipulate his schedule to conflict with hers on purpose, to give them a reason to like get into it about her never supporting him. But the part that hit me was when we cut to the confessional and Kandi says that Todd is working on a script and he wants me to produce it, and I don't have a lot of time to be producing it, which really sounds like to the viewers is like, you don't really believe in whatever Todd is writing, so you aren't really giving it that much light. Like, you almost treating him like a child who has like this passion project, but you just really don't believe in it. Because I believe that if she believed in that script to where that script was going to get her closer to her EGOT status, Kandi would have stopped all production on everything else and paid 100% attention to that script that her man was writing. And maybe it's just a thing where like you gotta have a conversation with your man and just be like, I don't like this shit. And I understand that that's easier said than done because men's feelings are very fragile. Their egos are very fragile, and you tell them that you don't like something that they put their heart and soul into. Yeah, that might be a hard conversation to have. But I do think that there is some level of like, there is some level of like, I don't believe in this shit to it. Because if Kandi believed in it, she would 100% put her time and energy into it. I don't care what she had going on. Kandi would have made sure that that script was produced by her because she believed in it. But I think that she doesn't want to put her name on anything that she doesn't really fully believe in. And I think Todd knows that, and it has created some resentment in him. And that is why they are in this place that they are in today, where it's just like, okay, I probably shouldn't be drinking this, but it feels like they're having a pissing contest almost, because Todd doesn't feel like Kandi supports the things that he wants done the way that he supports everything that she does. And Kandi, I mean, the proof is in the pudding. Like, there's a scene that comes up. I was going to talk about this later when it comes up naturally or whatever. But since I'm already on it, there's a scene that comes up later where Kandi is like fixing dinner for the family, and Todd is working on his script and on the phone with, I don't know, his script writers or whatever. And they're going over it, and Kandi is like trying to rush him off the phone, almost like he's a kid doing homework and being like, okay, that homework can wait. That little whatever you're doing can wait. It's time to spend time with your family. And it's just like, if the roles had been reversed and Kandi was doing something that she felt like was important, she would not have appreciated Todd trying to rush her process in order to spend time with the family. She would not have appreciated that. So I think that, but I do get Kandi's side too, to where she's saying like, okay, I am setting aside time to spend time with my family. So when I set aside time, I think that we need to coordinate that so we can do it together. But you got to realize that it's just coming across as like, you just don't think that what he is doing is as important as what you are doing. That is how it's coming across. And God forbid that Kandi and Todd ever divorce. All of this footage has been built up for years as ammunition for Todd and Kandi to divorce. Because, you know, I ain't gonna lie, like a lot of men probably would have been left Kandi over the Mama Joyce shit. Like, Mama Joyce is rude and disrespectful to Todd, and Todd is just taking a lot of shit in this marriage that I think that a lot of men just would not have, especially because they're married to a mogul and somebody who is so driven, and somebody who challenges the traditional male role. Kandi's life is like, it is challenging for a man to be a man in the traditional sense when they're married to somebody like Kandi. And I can see that ending a lot of divorces. So, you know, kudos to Todd for sticking around and doing his best, child, because it can't be easy. And I'm not advocating for nobody's divorce. I really do hope that they figure out and they figure it out and they work it out or whatever. Yeah, that's it on that. So next, let's get to motherfucking Sanya's house, because this is actually the most important thing that I really want to talk about today. Because when I tell you that I personally, me, could fucking never get your shit, and get the fuck out of my house. Sanya, you got too many legs walking around in that motherfucker. You got too many people walking around in your house. Like, y'all's tissue bill must be expensive. I could not imagine just waking up and seeing bitches walking around in my goddamn house all the time. And then I have these disrespectful ass motherfuckers in your house complaining about the little work that you have to do. Like, first of all, okay, so Sanya employed her brother-in-law to be her assistant. So she asked him, is being my assistant harder or easier than you thought? This nigga damn cut her off mid-sentence. It was like, harder. It's hard as hell. Bitch, I can't take it. And then he listed things that are hard, and he was like, you know, every time, you know, you want to do a new podcast, you need another flight booked, you want your massage, you want to, you're describing assistant work. Help us understand what it is that you thought an assistant was, sweetie. That's what an assistant does. You book shit, you order shit, you do shit, you wait hand and foot for the person who you're working for. I don't understand what you thought. And then you got the nerve to be like complaining, like you live in her house. You are married to her sister, and you got 2 kids with her sister, and you are in her house. I'm willing to bet that you do not work because you are her assistant. So I'm willing to bet that you don't work. You don't have the money. You do not have the money to afford your own home. And that is why you are living in her house. And then her sister, girl, then her sister starts to complain, talking about you lack boundaries. Talking about, you know, I could be fixing dinner and then you come home from work, which, pause, what the fuck does Sanya do? Now, I don't know what kind of 9-to-5 work that track people do during, you know, I don't know, maybe she out there like practicing or something. I didn't know she was even still running. But God bless her if she is. Like, I don't know what Sanya does other than, you know, run track. So I didn't know that Sanya like came home from work. But anyway, so sister gets talking like, you know, you come home from work or whatever. I'm cooking dinner. Dinner is at 6:30. And then you get here and you want to go play with the kids or whatever. And now I got to be the bad person. And yada, you don't know boundaries. You know where you can create boundaries, sister? In your house. In your house. Where you pay the mortgage. Where you pay the light bill, where you buy the toilet tissue, where you got the Netflix password. That's where you can create boundaries. But up in my house, ain't no boundaries in this motherfucker. Bitch, you're lucky you got a door to your room, girl, because when I want to walk in that motherfucker, I'm going to do it because it's my house. Now, I understand that this is a Jamaican cultural thing. The girl said that y'all live together to the time y'all 80 or whatever, and that's cool. Like, that's fine. I'm not judging the Jamaican culture. Y'all do what y'all want to do. But me as an American, I am giving y'all my opinion on it and telling y'all how dysfunctional that shit looks to me. I would literally... my skin would fall off my body waking up seeing a bitch in my motherfucking house. Bitch, you in my robe? Come here. Get your shit. And get the fuck out of my house. Talking about boundaries. Talking about you gotta book flights. You gotta book. That's your job. You living here. That's your job. Like, help me understand. Help me help you. But all right. Now that I got that off my chest. Because, girl, them niggas will have to get the fuck out my house. Okay, so now we go over to Marlo's house. Now we gonna just breeze through this real quick because this video already getting long, child. So we get to Marlo's house and we are entering Marlo's rebrand. Now she done got her boys back. They in the house. She got somebody over there to go help her be a Auntie. This lady walks in. She's giving them all. You know, but what I will say, like I don't really care about this scene. What I will say is that I actually really appreciate Marlo hiring outside help to improve her being a mother. Like, I think that it takes big balls and big guts to say, I'm deficient in this area and I need help and I'm employing somebody to help me. And she has somebody over there helping her raise the boys. I love that. I love that for her. That's it. That's all I got for her. Also, I like the fact that Marlo wasn't wearing no makeup in her house because it be killing me seeing these girls wear makeup in their house. Like, yes, y'all got a camera crew. You're going to be on TV, whatever. But it's like, girl, you got on a full beat to be up in your house? Girl, please, let these titties hang, okay? Okay, so now we get to Sheree's house where we meet Courtney. Courtney, I got a bone to pick with you. I got a little something to say to you, okay? Because you really blew this shit out of proportion. We gonna wrap up all of this in this little segment right here. We just gonna fast forward over to the party. Before we get there, Courtney tells Sheree and Sanya about how Kandi allegedly said that Courtney said that they were friends or whatever. We get to the party, right? Courtney and Sanya, they corner Kandi and Courtney gets into saying how I heard you were saying that we was friends. What? With this like stank ass attitude and energy, and Kandi was like, what? Kandi is like caught off guard because she's just like, girl, I don't know. I mean, I didn't say we were friends. I just said I don't even really know you like that. They were asking me about you, and I was looking you up because you were going to be on this fucking show, girl. That's it. That's all. So she's getting in like this, like she's like trying to get like buck with Kandi, doing all this motherfucking neck roll and bouncing and shit like that. Now, as a fellow short girl, I can attest to. I don't like when people are like hovering over me, doing the buck and getting up. But no. Give me 50 feet, bitch. Step back a little bit because now you are invading my space. Like, I have a bubble. When you are inside of my bubble, anything is liable to happen. At that point, bitch, I'm ready to swing. There's no more talking. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Bitch, do not step inside my bubble. Okay, and Miss Thing was just jabbing her hands and doing the most all up inside Kandi's bubble. Honestly, I still applaud Kandi for the level of restraint that she had, because when I tell you I wouldn't have been talking about no head button, I would have just boop, boop, bitch, get you in your motherfucking long ass face out my face, bitch. That Courtney girl, she really tried it. She really tried it. You were looking for a moment and you fucking got one. And, you know, with that said, though, I will say that what you did was tacky. It was messy. It was uncalled for. It was rude. It was all of the above. But you gave us something to talk about. I don't know if that's what you really want to be known for. The girl that came on the Housewives of Atlanta being thirsty for a storyline and bucking up at Kandi, one of the longest running housewives of all time. I don't think that that's really the stunt you want to pull like out of thin air and no reason. Like, I don't know, like what happened to the days of girls just like having organic and natural beef, you know? Like what happened to it? But yeah, girl, I guess welcome to the fold because girl, you didn't really give us a chance to really get to know you. This is our introduction to you. And I'm going to tell you now, like, even the people who hate Kandi don't even fuck with you, girl. So you're going to have an uphill battle and, you know, see you at the finish line, girl. That's all I got. Okay. So now let's talk about Mayetta delivering the news to Sheree that Mayetta and Kandi knew that Martell was talking to somebody in Atlanta. I don't even live in Atlanta, child. So Sheree is like, girl, well, where's she at? She ain't here. I'm a Ferrari girl, and the girls can't take me, girl. And that's it. And it is what it is. And I'm just like, Sheree, I don't know if that's the answer that you want to give, but all right. So then Kenya tells her that Martell DM'd her once or whatever. And then Sheree is like, well, girl, let me see it. Perfect response. Perfect response. Because, girl, yeah, you talking about all this shit. I don't want to hear it. Let me see it. Let me see it. Let me see my man talk and see you. And I guess we will see what happens next week. That was the end of the episode. Okay, y'all, I'm about to rush up out of here because I want to get my tacos. So, this is what I thought. I thought this was a great premiere episode. I think this is one of the better premiere episodes that we've seen in a very, very long time. Like, I think that we got adequate introductions from, half of the cast. I would like to see what Kenya has been up to next week. I would like to see what Drew has been up to next week. And, I would like to see Courtney beyond this mess or whatever. I do want to get to know her or whatever. But yeah, I think that this was a very solid premiere episode. I think some of the girls, y'all judge this shit too hard. Like, I think that this was a solid premiere episode. I liked it. And it has me excited for the rest of the season. So, I want to know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about this new girl, Courtney. Let me know what y'all think about Kenya and Sheree. Let me know what y'all think about Martell Child. Y'all really need to go watch Love and Marriage Huntsville because that is grade A mess. If y'all like mess, please go over there and go watch Love and Marriage Huntsville, bitch, because it is okay. But all right. So my ranking on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to give this a solid. I'm gonna give it an 8.5. That's an 8.5, baby. That's an 8.5. Okay, because the last couple of years it's been like about a 6.5, 5. So this is about an 8.5, 9. I really love this episode. But yes, child, we about to get up out of here. I need to go get my tacos, and I will talk to y'all later. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and if you want more mess and hijinks, follow me at Goonicorn. That's GOONICORN on all social medias. All right, toodles.
I never said bag back.